Brendan, over to you now.
New video coming up in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's wicked, mate. That's a new single coming up in about 8 minutes from now. But first we're going to introduce some fantastic
I'll find your shirt,
girls.
man.
She's called...
For more than 100 years, the Melbourne Cup has stood as the symbol of Australian sporting excellence. From the heroics of Fala, a national hero that took on the world and won, to modern-day champions and magic moments that inspire an entire country. For some, it's more than just 2 miles. It's the end of a lifelong journey in the pursuit of horse racing's holy grail.
Champagne and Jezebel's fighting back on the rails and won the cup.
And my beautiful wife and children home watching. I love you all, and we done it. Woo!
At last, it's back again. 12 months on from that last piece of wondrous theatre, a new chapter will be written into the annals of Australian sporting history. Today, a sense of achievement and national pride is revealed in all of us and displayed for the world to see. So stand up and cheer, Australia. This is our finest hour. The colour, the excitement and the passion.
Then Ryan, Martin Power the leader. Doremus is coming at him. Doremus after Martin Power. Martin Power and Doremus stay in it. Oh, it's close.
What a great finish. That is one of the great finishes in Melbourne Cup history.
From pillar to post. This is what horse racing is all about. Welcome to the spirit of Australia for the 1999 Foster's Melbourne Cup. Live and exclusive to Network 10.
Away they go. The gates have crashed back and the big one is underway. As they come down the straight the first time. It's going up on the outside of 2,000 metres left to travel. Right over the Melbourne Cup.
Good morning, Australia, and welcome to Cup Day. And in just a few hours' time, it'll be good afternoon to the world as the Foster's Melbourne Cup increases its international profile like never before. Fabulous Flemington is primed and ready for a unique celebration of racing, fun and springtime in Melbourne. And today, once more, Australia's best horses and jockeys will be doing their level best to thwart yet another European invasion in a bid to stop that famous gold 3-handle Loving Cup heading to the Northern Hemisphere again. So today, the eyes of the world are on this fantastic racecourse. But as we always say every year, there is much more to this event that stops a nation. Although the one thing we can't seem to stop at the moment is the social world that always surrounds the Melbourne Cup Carnival. And in the middle of it, in the thick of things, at the Hotel Sofitel in the city, is Sandra Sully. Sandra, good morning to you.
Peter, it is a wonderful morning, and you're right, there is no stopping the non-stop party that is Melbourne Cup. You know, I'm coming to you this morning from the Melbourne Cup brunch at the Hotel Sofitel, just one of many functions like this right across the city, if not right across the country, celebrating the big day. The Melbourne Cup, you know, always brings out the best for people, the opportunity to show off those latest fashions, have a glass of champagne, hopefully back a winner, but also to raise some money for some worthy causes. And none more so than last night, the annual event, the Variety Club's Melbourne Cup Eve Ball, which was held again here at the hotel. And, you know, it's for a great cause. Loads of stars and personalities were out in force last night supporting the underprivileged kids. You know, one of the other highlights of the night, though, is the opportunity for the VRC to anoint their racehorse owners of the year. And we must extend congratulations to Jack and Bob Ingham from the Woodland Stud for taking out the Bollinger Trophy. Most of those that were there last night are here this morning, braving the day. And just like the Cup itself, it's a day for stayers. So hopefully we'll all survive. I'll be coming out to Flemington shortly to spend spend the day with a cavalcade of celebrity guests and stars. You know, there are already, though, speaking of Flemington, lots of people already streaming into the track for what we're hoping will be a capacity crowd of over 100,000 people. But on the main platform at Flemington this morning, welcoming the early risers is Tim Webster. Good morning, Tim.
Sandra, good morning to you, and this is always a great sight. Revellers arriving at Flemington Racecourse Station for what we know will be a great day of racing. It is, of course, our day, but more and more we're sharing it with many more people from right around the world. Today, in Australia and New Zealand, of course, the Melbourne Cup coverage will be seen along with all of our viewers right throughout North America, Canada, the United States. In fact, 170 countries and territories will be sharing the Melbourne Cup with us. And something I'm very much looking forward to, today we'll be joining the newest nation in the world, East Timor, and speaking to some of our guys taking part in the Interfet peacekeeping forces and doing such a wonderful job. That's a little later on in the day. It's such a beaut day. If you're an Aussie, really it is. And they come by train, they come by helicopter, they come by car. And Tim Bailey's found a few more racegoers today coming to Flemington on the bus.
Let's have a look at the weather today as we bus it into Flemington, and it's a beautiful blue sky above us, 19 degrees the maximum, absolutely perfect, no excuses, it should be a bumper day. So it's all about the BRC again, the very reliable camera, Bailey Cam back with you, so we hope you can join us throughout the day. We'll bring you the colour and the character of the Melbourne Cup, but right now, here's Lenny Talbot.
Timmy Bailey, I'll be bringing you glimpses of what the best dressed are wearing here at Flemington in the Maya Fashions on the Field competition. And of course, it's the second round today, and we'll see some very stylish ladies wearing beautiful outfits, well coordinated from top to toe, just as we did in the first round on Derby Day. Now, what we'll see there is the winner taking home on Oaks Day some extraordinary prizes, and not to mention a trip for two return to Paris, a $10,000 Maya wardrobe, $5,000 in spending money, and listen to this one, their weight in Salinger champagne. And of course, serious fashion stakes aside, Melbourne Cup Day for many is one outrageous fashion parade, perhaps fancy dress party, or even a Mad Hatter's party. We'll be catching up with some of the characters on the course, some of Australia's leading fashion designers, and also some of the celebs we might catch up with in the marquees later today. But of course, we need a track report. Let's go to the man with the voice, Dan Malecki, who will be calling his 11th Melbourne Cup today.
Well, thank you, Lenny. It's a marvellous day, isn't it? And it's going to give us the opportunity to see some of our very best stays in action at this famous Flemington track, which is in full bloom today. The track officially rated as good. It's probably just a little bit quicker than Saturday. The rail's in the true position. The penetrometer reading is 3.71. Now, down the home stretch, the penetrometer 3.70 on the inside and 3.75 down the grandstand side of the track. They won from everywhere, back in the field, up near the lead, down the outside, performed well down on the fence on Saturday. It's a very even track and it's in perfect order. The official track rating is good, and that all goes well for the favourite Sky Heights, who's the favourite for the Melbourne Cup, unless there's been a massive plunge, Tim Gossage.
Well, Dan, there has been massive plunges over the last couple of years. Of course, we know Might and Power and Jezebel. The tip is it'll be no different this year. I reckon the punter's going to come for one in a big way, and the tip around is it's going to be for the international runner, Travel Mate. He is a very strong tip here at Flemington already this morning. At the moment, Sky Heights is the favourite. Just 4 horses under double figures. Sky Heights, Rogan Josh, Travel Mate and Lay Bill. It's going to be an intriguing day here in the betting ring. In particular, will Kerry pack a strike as he's done over the last couple of years? Well, on the other side of the members' stand, where he'll be giving us all the last-minute interviews with jockeys and trainers, is Mark Aston.
Well, thank you very, very much, Tim. I'm sure you'd agree if you were lucky enough to watch our coverage on Network 10 right across Australia on Saturday of the Amy Victoria Derby. We brought you all of the drama and the tension, and let me tell you, there was plenty of it when Shane Dye fired in that protest against Greg Childs on Blackfriars. Of course, the protest was dismissed, but we were there. We've got 26 cameras strategically placed right around this wonderful racetrack we call Flemington. We've got them up the top of the straight. We've got them down the straight. We've got them on the corners. We've got them over the finishing line. We've even got one high up above in the Goodyear blimp. Our goal here at Network 10 is to bring you the best possible coverage, wherever you may be, right around Australia. Peter Donegan, this is going to be a very, very special day for us all.
No doubt about that, Mark Aston. It's a day that I look forward to and that thousands of Australians look forward to, and Flemington is at her